Jeffrey has terrible mental health. He wakes up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and the first thing he does is he checks his phone. He checks to see if Jessica has replied to his message. She hasn't. She hasn't even replied to his message from last week. He then decides to go on his phone and scroll on Instagram, looking at one funny meme and then another, and then he's sending funny shit to his friends and they're all laughing. All of his other Jeffrey friends are giggling, but deep down they're dying. They are miserable because they hate themselves and they hate the lives that they have created for themselves. Adonis springs out of bed like a champion. He is making money. He moves and walks with purpose because he is comfortable in his own skin. He is happy and proud of the body and physique he has built for himself by putting in hard work and hours, years in the gym. About a year ago, I was exactly like Jeffrey. I was waking up and the first thing I do when I woke up was I check my phone to see if my girlfriend had replied. I'd then get high first thing in the morning because I had terrible mental health and I just could not face reality of what my life was and who I was as a man. I hated myself. I was a failure. I would get high. 24/7 I was high. I was even drinking whenever I could throughout the day. I was miserable, truly miserable. So I was worse than Jeffrey. But then something clicked. It was me doing this to myself and it was only me that can change. So what needed to change? My actions. What do I mean by actions? Every micro decision I made had led me to this point of failure and poor mental health. So I then decided to do the opposite of whatever my brain told me. My brain never told me to meditate and be mindful and present in the moment. I was constantly distracted. I was intoxicated. I was always on my phone or I was watching bullshit TV shows about everything else going on in the media apart from my own life and my own reality. I was far from reality. I was detached almost. Even with my girlfriend, even with family members, in the present moment, I was not present. My mind was elsewhere. I'd be sat next to my girlfriend, but my mind was in China. My mind was in the past, or my mind was in the future. I was not there. And because of this, my relationship suffered immensely. But then I realized, and I learned to be mindful. I began the practice of meditation. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all of the things that helped me go from Jeffrey to Adonis. Number 1. Mindfulness. Be more mindful. What do I mean by mindful? When you are mindful, your mind is in the present moment. For example, when we're eating food, what do we all like to do? We like to watch something. Perhaps you're watching this video right now while eating your meal. While you are eating something, your mind is being distracted by watching something or listening to something. You are not present in the present moment, enjoying that meal. Can you even taste your food properly right now? Like with full focus, can you taste what is going on in your mouth right now? Can you taste all the flavors of the food you are eating? Because if not, you're distracted. This is what I mean by mindful. This applies to every single action in life. Everything. From a conversation to the meal you're eating to going on a walk. Are you aware of the sounds in your surroundings? Are you aware of the smells in your surroundings? The feeling of the clothes touching your skin? Are you aware of all of this? I'm talking to you, bro, and I'm asking you a question. Are you aware of this? Because chances are you're not. Because it takes practice to be aware. Our mind always goes AFK. We tend to behave like NPCs. Even though we like calling everyone else an NPC, we become NPCs from time to time, don't we? So yeah, remove all distractions. All distractions. So like watching all this bullshit, social media scroll, you have no concern there. These posts that you see of celebrities, the news, it's of no concern to you. Does it really impact your life? Does it really impact your reality? Are you really going to miss something that important that will change your life forever? No, you won't. Watching Central C or Beyonce, she's in a new relationship, or whatever celebrities or influencers that you follow. Does it really impact your life? Does it really affect you in any way? No, it doesn't. So why are you distracting yourself? Why are you always listening to music? Why do you have music playing in your AirPods all the time, 24/7? Why aren't you comfortable with silence? Being alone with yourself? Really ask yourself that. It's a deep question. Because for the longest time, I would 24/7, I would always have music playing. Whether it's on my earphones, whether it's out loud on speaker on my phone or on the TV, I would always have music. And my simple reason was, well, it's nice, I'm enjoying myself. But in actual fact, I'm distracting myself. It's a distraction. Fair enough, like you're on public transport, you can't listen to music. But I'm saying like all the time, is it necessary? You're probably guilty of this, as was I. Turn everything off, all of these distractions. Give your mind peace and time to settle. Because there's so much going on in the mind constantly. And you need to give your mind a break. You need to give it time to process what is going on. Your mind probably still hasn't processed traumas from 10 years ago. because you're so distracted. If you're smoking weed and you get intoxicated, your quality of sleep is not deep. Do you know that when you are getting intoxicated, you do not fall into REM sleep? REM sleep is deep sleep. When your mind is not in deep sleep, your brain is not processing all the traumas that it needs to be processing. No wonder you feel depressed. No wonder you have bad mental health. Give your mind time to catch up. Some silence. Turn it all off. Everything. Turn off your notifications. Turn off your fucking notifications. Why do you have your notifications on? You're not going to miss an emergency. It's not that important. Value your time and value your attention. Don't let things just take your attention away. Your phone goes ding, someone sends you a message. They're basically whistling at you like a dog. They're whistling at you like a dog. And you've just, I was doing something, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Let's see, how are you? I'm okay. What is that? You were doing something that was important for you. And now you've been distracted by a message or an Instagram. Instagram is so fucked that even if you don't get a message, Instagram will send you notifications of bullshit like so-and-so has posted, so-and-so is live. Do you really need to know that? Do you actually need to know that? Because I'm pretty sure when your friends post and you go on Instagram, the first post that you see is the most latest post of your friend anyways. Is it that important? Turn off your notifications. Have some self-respect. Second of all, implement a meditation practice in your life. Be more mindful. Every morning when you wake up, first thing you should meditate, because that is what I do, and that is how I save myself from insanity, the brink of insanity, and deep depression and suicidal thoughts. First thing when I woke up in the morning, I would have suicidal negative thoughts. I just thought, what is the point of all this? What is the point? And then I would numb myself with distractions and drugs. You can probably relate to this. The answer to that is turn it all off. Now, naturally, because your mind has so much shit to process, when you do turn it off, you are going to be hit with a reality. It's all going to hit you at once like a fucking truck. Do you understand? And it's not going to be comfortable. It's going to be very, very uncomfortable, painful even. But you have to work through that and you have to sit through that, because if not now, then never. The longer you leave it, the harder it's going to be. Turn it all off and deal with everything you have got to think about. Sitting down with a pen and paper will help you. Trust me on that. And just write it all out. Every single thing. Don't worry about if anyone's going to read it. It doesn't matter. You just do that. Sit down, turn everything off, turn your phone on airplane mode. Sit down with a pen and paper and get writing. And after a few minutes, after an hour, you will lose track of time, I'm telling you. An hour will pass, you won't realize. And you will feel loads better. This is what journaling is. So I suggest you start journaling as well, bro. Now, I just told you to meditate. And if you're like how I was, you probably haven't got a fucking clue what meditation is. So let me tell you what meditation is. Meditation is very simple. There's no hoo-ha yoga bullshit involved. You can do yoga if you like, but you don't have to. Meditation is simple. Let me explain. I'll pop a diagram up on the screen as well. It will help you screenshot this and save it. It will stop with any panic attacks, anxiety, negative thoughts. Trust me. So, meditation is the act of controlling your mind. How do you control your mind? So now if I'm sitting here now, my mind is just going to start thinking of things. I'm going to think about what happened yesterday. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do tomorrow. This argument that I had with my ex-girlfriend. This argument I had back in school. Oh, they said this to me. She said that to me. All of this shit, yeah? Your mind it hates to do nothing. So it will automatically just start playing a movie in your mind. Thoughts. This is what it is. So your mind will wander off now. Naturally. What meditation is recognizing that your mind has wandered. Just like a little toddler. When you leave a toddler unattended and he just wanders off and he begins exploring things around the house or in the park, it wanders off and he does his own thing. So just like a toddler, you're going to call him back. You're going to recognize he wandered off. Oh, Timmy, where you gone, Timmy? Oh, there he is. Timmy! You're going to call Timmy back. The act is, you recognize your mind has wandered off. And now you recognized where it's wandered off, obviously, and then you're going to bring it back. You're going to bring your attention back. So you're going to say, attention, come back. Your attention is going to come back, but where is it going to come to? The focus point. This is the fun part now. You get to decide where your focus point is. Where are you going to direct your attention? The most common and easiest one is your breath. Why? Because you can take your breath anywhere with you. You can be locked in a fucking room with no objects, and you still have your breath to focus on. What am I focusing on with my breath? I'm focusing on the air going in through my nostrils, down my throat, into my lungs. I'm feeling the cool sensation of the air going in. My mind is there. And then when I exhale, I can feel the warm air coming out of my nostrils. I can feel it. Make sure that you feel it. That's your focus point. Another focus point you can have is the wind. You can listen to the breeze. You can listen to the wind. Another focus point you can have is the touch sensation of clothes on your skin. Remind yourself that I'm wearing clothes. I can feel it here on my skin. I can feel it. Do you understand? Don't let your mind control you. When your mind controls you, this is why you suffer. This is why you have bad mental health and you get anxiety, depression, and all of this. Now, I don't know why the mind does this, but I know how to control it and I can tell you how to fix it. This is how you fix it, bro. By strengthening the control you have over your mind through meditation and mindfulness. Each time your mind wanders off, bring it back. Control the ability, strengthen the ability to bring your mind and attention back to where you want it to be. Because do you really want your mind to be thinking of those negative things? Do you really want your mind to be having suicidal thoughts? No, you don't. So you need to bring your mind back. And the more you do it, the stronger your mind will be. The more mature and clever Timmy will become. And then he will stop wandering off down the dangerous dark alleyway. Because when you call Timmy back, when Timmy ends up in the dark alleyway, and then you call him back, he will learn his lesson. He will realize, right, daddy keeps calling me back. There's no reason for me to go there. So Timmy will eventually stop going there. And voila, your negative thoughts are gone. The suicidal thoughts are gone. You're no longer miserable. Now, doing this just for a day, you will see an improvement, I promise you. Be more mindful, strengthen your mind. And I promise you, your life will change forever. And by the way, if you're interested, I do one-to-one coaching. So if you're interested, the link's in the description to book a call with me, and let's see if you're a great fit for my one-to-one coaching package. So if you are struggling with any addictions, any relationship problems, you want to get a girlfriend, you want to get healthier, you want to fix your mental health, let's get your life back on track. Book a call with me and let's make a change.